The scourge troubles me.
It's gone. The curse is lifted.
The curse remains. The beast was born of it. A scourge made in equal measure from the treachery of the Newsmith sisters. Worse, though shaped by Thickskin's betrayal, it was driven by Kate's.
Remember what Charles said. A nightmare is the ghost of one who is terribly wronged.
This nightmare's cold fury goes far beyond the Newsmith sisters. It cursed New Eden as a whole.
I wonder what they did to earn such hate.
Promises unkept, covenants broken. The curse has its roots in betrayal, treachery that led perhaps to grief.
I will keep my word. We chose together.
I know we did. I know you will. I have another in sight. Did we miss a few?
Stay down.
Bugger off, crows.
I love how you love animals.
Crows don't count.
Doors blocked on the other side. Do you need a moment to rest?
Are you insinuating I am in some way a mere human? If you are, you'd be right. You're thinking.
So are you.
Penny for your thoughts.
I was thinking of Kate. Of the pain in her eyes when she saw that ghost. As if her heart was breaking all over again. I can't shake the picture.
Beneath her composure, Thickskin was afraid for Kate. Though badly shook, she was ready to die for her sister.
They may fight, but Thickskin loves her. Sisterhood can be complicated.
Sisters can be a handful.
I knew a sister. Like Kate, I lost her.
What happened?
When I was very young, I had a friend. She was my chosen sister, and very dear to me. I opened my heart. It was a mistake. I played with fire and was burned.
I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago. I have a new family now. I have found the love of my life.
Did you? Show me the bastard.
You idiot. Rest now. I have the watch. I'll sit by your bedside until I must go. Come here. I want to try something.
Good morning to you too.
I think we can break this down. Together.
Sure, let me grab my pickaxe.
Just trust me. Did you feel the way I tore the veil?
Aye, I did.
And we did it together.
What did I do?
You brought me focus. That's plenty.
Can you do it again?
Oh, I intend to. Easy as pie.
Nah, but you can't cook.
Strange place for a stockade.
Firm ground, marshy approaches. Like Bannockburn, 1314, and the Scots beat the English.
You won the battle, but who won the war?
Dunno. It's not over yet.
Shite! Do your new thing now! Try this on for size.
Now there's a talent I'd love to have.
You'd have to die first. Run, Red! This isn't over yet.
Is that the sound of a corpse cocking its gun?
The dead are fitful and angry. Something hinders them. Something bitter. That's a witch's work.
Could it be Seeker?
We cannot be sure. Tread carefully.
Something feels off.
The veil is thin here. The dead are many. So, you dislike crows?
Winged carrion eaters. They always bring despair.
Maybe they just follow it.
I'm blind in this stuff. Would you mind?
Of course not. Try another one.
Marcin left. Lost, would you?
These remains call for a ritual and a lot of caution. silence and the campfire. Just what Dr. Duarte ordered.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Away with you! A wee Highland kiss for you.
Trouble ahead. Wasn't I always?
I think this area is similar to the map's instructions. I'm sure the treasure is nearby. Oh, there to you, Jacob.
Mr. McCraith, sir?
Right then, what's the good word?
Round here? Can't say as I know, sir. I keep to myself.
Farewell to you, Mr. Lynn.
Farewell, Mr. McCraith, sir. Farewell.
You monster!
Oof! Hell's balls, lady.
Oh, Mr. McGrath!
You are a monster.
Thank God! I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord.
Never did like me, Mistress Fitcher.
Please don't be childish. That's not true. I doubted you. It's not the same thing. But you slayed the beast. God was with you, and I was wrong to doubt. Well, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself. Forgive me, if you can. Your ghost stories went to my head. I was gathering plants in the woods. I thought I was attacked by a ghost. Isn't that ridiculous?
She's haunted, clear as day.
It's not ridiculous, no. If you're haunted, I might be able to help you.
I'm not haunted. I just took fright is all. But if you really want to help, when I ran, I dropped my bag. It has my medical equipment and supplies. Could you get it for me?
Medical supplies are valuable. A shame to lose them. I'll see what I can do.
May God's goodness go with you, if you're serious. I still can't tell if you're a serious man.
You're such a good man.
Vanisher, rebel, finder of lost baggage.
And Beetlehead. You forgot Beetlehead. Here in the crevice, Evelyn Fitcher's lost bag.
How did she manage to drop it down there? I feel something close. Marcin Lecht!
Our doctor may not believe in ghosts, but this journal was torn by a spectral hand. ready and waiting.
Get lost, will you? I hope whatever's in there is intact.
The ghost was after Evelyn, not her bag. Spectral stains lead back to camp.
Mistress Fitcher was something of a physician back in Yorkshire.
I wonder why she left.
Maybe she had no choice. Looks like her patients deserted her.
Intriguing. I wonder why.
So you want a map? Do you wish to sail the seas, or perhaps to know which way is Boston?
Oh, thank God you're back.
Why, Mistress Fitcher, whatever is the matter?
I was home, working. All of a sudden, the book in my hands was torn apart. What does the devil want with me?
Not the devil, but a ghost. You must know it now.
Till lately, I would never have believed such nonsense. This never would have happened in Yorkshire.
I've passed through Yorkshire. Seems nice enough. Why leave?
Why does it matter?
To understand why someone is haunted, that helps to know a little about them.
Fine. I came to treat the sick and chase the devil from New Eden town. My cousin, Nicholas Doolin, may the Lord keep him, said the town needed doctoring. I took my chance. But when the devil came a-knocking, well, we were forced to leave.
For a rationalist, her faith in God and the devil is strong.
Did Thickskin ask you to join her group?
Nicholas spoke to her for me. She knew my worth. It was difficult to leave New Eden Town. But I'd left one home behind. What did it matter if I must leave another?
Did you leave family behind in England?
I left my sister there. Yes. Things between us had soured. Rather than try to fix the unfixable, I chose to start over.
Unfixable? Why?
She was to wed, and I opposed it. It was the mistake of her life. I would not lie to comfort her, and she would not forgive me for it.
That's good to know. Though I don't yet understand how it relates to your own thing. Mind if I look around? I'm aware this is your home. I've no wish to trespass.
If you must, you may. Do tread carefully,
I should go.
The Lord will guide you, Banisher. If you let him.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation.
Whatever the ghost wanted, it made quite the mess.
This could be useful.
You must break the engagement.
First, I'll thank you for your concern. Second, I shall refuse. Felicity and I shall marry.
You have the pox. You'll infect your wife, and both of you will die.
So cease your nagging and do your job. Cure me.
Quite the contentious consultation. The patient in question must be our ghost.
He had syphilis and didn't take it serious. She took that personally. Someone has an axe to grind. Someone threw a book through the window.
Our ghost's modus operandi, it seems. We're done here. Time to take a look outside. Our flying book is a medical tome, Paracelsus.
The dose makes the poison.
The answer is here somewhere.
Could this be the sister?
The ghost is connected to this picture. Time to summon him.
He come forward. Amigueros.
Why am I here? Oh, that was a clever trick. Now you see me, you lucky things. Can you hear me too?
Aye, we can hear you. We've not met. Seen your likeness. In the picture, he seemed in better shape.
Well, now that's not very polite. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Geoffrey Rollins, me. Pretty as a picture. Near as pretty as you, me lady fair.
We're banishers. Looks are not high on our list of priorities.
Banishers, are you? How very attractive. I wager you smell good. I wager you smell dangerous. I like you.
You've a very high opinion of yourself.
I've earned it, my lady fair. I'm charming, educated, handsome, kind, attentive to your every need. Ask anyone.
Like who?
Why, like Eleanor Jane, or Madame Cresswell, Penny Ryder, or Penny Tup, French Jenny, Greek Nell, Tall Sally, well, perhaps not Sally. I owe her money. Geoffrey is clever, they will all say. Geoffrey is kind. Geoffrey is so very, very handsome. And who am I to argue with such knowledgeable women?
You like to be loved.
Don't you, my lady fair? I love to be loved. I miss it. To be alone is to be dead. Right now, sad to say, I'm both.
Why do you stay to haunt Evelyn Fitcher?
Because, my lady fair, she let me die.
But she was your doctor.
A physician, she. Her physics didn't save me. A doctor, she doctored me and good.
You think she didn't try hard enough?
I stand before you, my lady fair, as proof of it.
The portrait. It's very good. Whose work is it?
It was a wedding gift from Evelyn, my sister-in-law.
A mark of her affection, perhaps. Was she dear to you too?
Evelyn? Dear to me? No. Her sister Felicity, yes, very dear. Dear Felicity. Dear Felicity. My wife-to-be, had fate allowed it. Yes, I was intent on marrying Felicity, and would not be deterred by some midwife's trifle.
Mistress Fitcher knew you had syphilis. Is it any wonder she would oppose your marriage to her sister?
She was the doctor, my lady fair. All she had to do was cure me.
What can you tell me about your illness?
Don't worry your pretty head about that, my lady fair. 'Tis nothing, nothing at all.
I beg to differ. Syphilis is very much something. Because you had the pox, Evelyn Fitcher begged you not to marry her sister, Felicity.
Ah, Felicity. She made my legs tingle, my head spin, she set my heart a-beating. Love, my friends, is a beautiful and dangerous thing. Before Evelyn let the illness take me, I was not so sick. I was just a man in love. Hale and hearty, me.
You sure about that, friend? 'Cause from where I'm standing, you look like shite.
The pox was nothing, old man. Nothing at all. I was a fool in love.
When your symptoms worsened, did Evelyn change your treatment?
No. She upped the dose.
With what did she treat your lesions?
Salts and powders, powders and salts. And did they work? No, they did not.
Too much sulfur rots the brain, and Joffrey says he lost his mind.
No, the other symptoms don't fit.
Aquafortis. Joffrey lost his voice. Aquafortis provokes shortness of breath until death occurs.
That's a stretch. No, not Aquafortis.
Powdered quicksilver, perhaps. Too much affects the muscles and makes one's heart rot till death occurs.
That's it. Powdered quicksilver, mercury salts, and Mistress Fitcher increased the dose.
Poisoning, perhaps?
Wait, what?
A poisoning indeed, and not by carelessness. She is not a careless woman.
Are you telling me that Evelyn Fitcher, Mistress Fitcher, the midwife, my sister-in-law to be, poisoned me? I'm gonna kill her.
Joffrey Rawlings was obnoxious before. Now he's downright nasty.
Aye, Mistress Fitcher's in danger. Do you think she killed him?
Yes, I do.
She swore to protect and use her knowledge to kill. For shame.
What would you have done to save your sister from the pox?
I might have told her the truth and trusted her to call off the wedding. Not sure she'd have listened, mind you.
This can't be true.
Joffrey Rawlings, stand away.
Mind your own business, me lady fair.
It's over. They're gone.
By God Almighty, what on earth were they?
I know who haunts you. Your ghost is the spirit of one Joffrey Rawlings.
Oh, Lord. I thought I knew the voice. I thought I glimpsed his face.
He was your patient. Syphilis, I believe.
Yes, but this was years ago.
Fearing he would give your sister the pox, did you poison him with quicksilver?
Is he here in search of revenge? Yes. I stole a few months of Joffrey Rowling's life to save decades of my sisters.
You mistook yourself for God. Though you'd sworn an oath to protect life, you delivered death.
I played God, for God did nothing. To save one you loved, you do the same.
She took her life and feels no guilt.
Let's get to the bottom of this. You've both made your choices. Now it's my turn. Joffrey Rawlings, your vices endangered your life and that of your bride. For that, you are poisoned. Understandably, you're angry.
Now the truth is known. Your anger has served its purpose. Release it.
Why should I? I died so young. I died betrayed.
You lived, you died. Be at peace with it.
Peace? Yes, peace. As peaceful as a picture. I wish to be remembered. Perhaps Evelyn would finish my portrait.
She may be amenable. No guarantees.
Am I going to heaven? Will Felicity meet me there? Will she forgive me?
No guarantees there either, friend.
You have been here.
I thought he cared for nothing. I was wrong.
He lived life selfishly, but there was love in him.
Strangely, the peace you gave him has set me free.
Enjoy it, Madam Doctor, as best you can. Good day to you.
And what can I do for you, sir?
How are things? How's Nellie?
She's good. Things are good. Funny. I never had a sister. I think I do now. Nellie's sweet and kind and don't judge. Past is the past, she says. I will never be grateful enough to her. She's my family in this new world. Listen to me, prating on like a Lambeth fishwife.
How are things, Mr. Carty? The old life is a memory long forgotten, I take it.
Not forgotten, no. Those memories remain, but they're comfortable. I can miss home without wanting to go back. I'm Irish. Did you know that? I came to London young. Fell in with a gang of pickpockets. The Wet Boot Boys, we called ourselves. Anyway, I did that for a while. Some of the boys hanged. Some picked the wrong pockets and ended up in the river. Me, I was good at counting. Got a job at a counting house. It was good, or good enough. But old habits die hard. Once a thief, you know.
Well, you're here now.
Aye, and with a clean slate too. And I'll be keeping it that way. New world, new Arthur.
I'll take my leave.
Farewell, Banisher.
Good day, Nellie.
All the better for your presence, Mr. McRae.
How goes it, Mrs. Heaton?
Times are hard for everyone, but me, I've never felt so free. I'm almost ashamed of it. Almost.
Freedom is good. What do you plan to do with it?
You know, once, before I was unlucky enough to meet Fortune Heaton, I was a herbalist. Maybe I'll go back to that.
A healer could be useful. Especially if by healing others, she heals herself.
Wise words. Thank you.
So, what's the chatter?
Bad news travels faster than good. What would you like to know?
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Heaton.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McRae.
Can you find a way around the locked door?
Shite, that's Seeker. The witch.
What took you so long? The Banisher who died for her novice.
Ah, the witch's novice.
Oh, there, Antea.
I've heard a lot about you.
And I you. On my return, Ceridian told me our poor wee Banisher would turn up haunted. A haunted Banisher. Well, it is funny, isn't it?
Ceridian knew about Antea's ghost.
Obviously. Not very bright, is he?
If she knew Antea was around, why did she not tell you to tell me?
Ceridian withheld that information from both of us for a good reason. Better trust her plan. Death is a part of life, Banisher. You know this better than most. I suppose she didn't want to break your heart again.
You tended to him. Thank you.
I'm a good novice. I do what I'm told.
What was that thing you fought?
Thing? Oh, him. He's a bloody nuisance is what he is.
Are you badly hurt?
I've tangled with old Mossad before. A couple of minutes to myself and I'll be fine.
You look like you need a moment. Can we help?
Thought you'd never ask. Some of my spirit chasers went out. That's how old Saul crossed the hem.
The hem?
The hem. Where the fabric of the living world meets that of the dead.
Ah, the veil between the visible and the invisible.
Whatever soothes your soul, Banisher.
Rest. Heal. Tell us how to fix the spirit chasers.
The spell is cast. You need only light them. Be careful. Old Mossad won't have gone far. Oh, I'll sit down now. Good luck. Have fun.
So, how do we do this?
We light the spirit chasers with flint and steel, I guess. I think.
Oh.
Kiss for you.
There. Our first spirit chaser.
He really doesn't like these things. Something's concealed.
Time is on my side. cowards!
Die, you bastard!
Here's one more.
I'll drink from your skull!
Burning spirit chasers repel these bastards, right?
That's how witches use them.
One more to go.
Get you too!
This should be enough.
There. Witchcraft is easy. I don't know what the fuss is about.
I'm sure your witch friend would agree.
I think I'll just tell her we're done. What wasp crawled up that spectre's arse and stung him angry?
A lost battle? A betrayal? Cowardice in the ranks? Who knows?
Seeker's vanished. She does that.
She's over there.
Did I see you talking to a crow just now?
Yes and no. All ready to go then? Good. She's waiting for you.
Go where? To see your mistress?
Ceridian, yes. In a boat. It'll be fun.
No, we're going to New Eden.
The nightmare's grip on the world is too strong. The fog is too thick. You cannot enter its stronghold. There's no way back to the meeting house. Not yet. And not without help.
We've done fine on our own so far.
You're dead. Maybe you're not doing quite as well as you think.
You're blunt, but I take your point. We'll talk to Ceridian before we move on.
That's better. Follow me. Careful. Don't rock the boat.
Have we far to go?
How far is far? Don't worry. You'll be safe.
Safe?
The mire is home to many angry spirits. But my mistress keeps them quiet. Dead quiet.
That spectre you fought looked like a harvester.
Banishers and their labels.
He'll surely be back.
So will I.
The veil seems thinner here.
Always has been. We call them the Maya Marshes, but the nearby tribes call it the Ill Mouth. Stay too long, you'd get sick.
Is that why Ceridian's wards wane faster than they should?
That is because she is dying.
I'm sorry.
Life's a journey. Death is but one step.
This old soul. What does he want?
Destruction, bloodshed. Ceridian's head on a plate. They must have known each other once.
We could help you banish him.
You banishers are so arrogant. He's Ceridian's business. Best we don't interfere.
What can you tell us about your mentor?
I could tell you quite a lot, but I'm not going to. She's a very old witch who's tended this very big garden for a very long time.
That's it?
Believe me, that's more than enough.
We've never faced this many spectres at once.
Spectres are drawn to you two. Like moths to the flame.
Why us?
Dunno. Feels like something powerful finds you interesting.
This is almost as lovely as that ride through Herengracht.
All we're missing is the hailstones and the Russia at our heels.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
You do plan the best escapes.
Welcome to Ceridian's Island.
There is much power here.
Oh, you noticed that, did you? Like I say, welcome to Ceridian's Island. She's at home and expecting you. Follow the path until you find a black pond near ancient ruins. I'll see you there soon enough.
How does she do that? There's a trick, right?
There's more to that one than tricks. The girl is gifted.
If we want to stop for a wee minute, this place will do. Hanging dolls. Witches do like to be creepy.
As a child, I made dolls just like those.
I bet you did.
Seeker's Black Pond. I can see why they call this the Ill Mouth. What is that?
Antea?
No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was, it's just... I was lost, and I had nowhere to go. I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
His voice was a beacon. The light in the darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
You have a powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three. And here he is, the other banisher. Greetings.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades ago. Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad. Because you'll only be able to end this together.
Why have we found so little native presence in New Eden?
They have been here, but they have never settled. Wise men and women know that the region, the Maya marshes especially, are rotten.
Is that why you settled here?
Here, the hem is thin and frail, and the Maya rich in agitated spirits. It is also secluded and hard to find. Both excellent reasons to remain. Here, we may hide away and mend the hem.
Who are you exactly? Who is Seeker?
We, Banisher, are witches.
Aye, that much I knew. Ceridian. Name sounds very familiar.
To a Scotsman, it should. Once, a long time ago, I too was named Seeker. An old friend called me Ceridian. Little Seeker, he said.
Ceridian, aye.
When I needed a new name, I took the one he'd given me. Or at least a form of it that fits my tongue. Ceridian. Fits me well, I think.
We must reclaim Antea's body, but Seeker tells us the meeting house can't be reached. The fog cannot be crossed.
Seeker is right. The fog is the nightmare.
The nightmare makes the fog, you mean?
The fog is the nightmare. The nightmare is the fog. Each grows the other as their influence strengthens. It taints everyone, all through New Eden. It clouds their minds and distorts their vision. But you have already cleared the Darkwoods. The work has begun. It must continue.
You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time.
Your novice mentioned it. I am sorry.
I am not. Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark. But that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open. Open, of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender. unconditionally to each other. When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled, but some yet live. Seek them out. Help them.
The nightmare won't like that.
No. You are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain. She is wrong. There is a way. The Void. A dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the Void, you may use it to enter the Nightmare's den. First, you must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
To reach New Eden and retrieve my body, we must help the very people who created the nightmare in the first place?
Yes.
Excuse my lack of enthusiasm. Can we not just go back to the meeting house and do our jobs?
You must release folk here from her grasp. Only then, through the Void, may you reach New Eden Town and confront her.
How do we access the Void? Is there a ritual?
In places, the Void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our Seeker crafted you a tuning key. With it, you may open the breach. Don't linger. Time is fickle.
We recently came across a cursed item and thought you could help us cleanse it.
Really? Why us?
Well, you know, spells, curses, witches.
I was teasing. How fun it is to see you squirm. There are many ways to enchant an item, or dispel its curse. Seeker may be of help. Go talk to her. She likes to tease you too.
By the beach as I drowned, you sent Seeker to find me. How did you know where to look?
Are you asking an old hedge witch how she knows what goes on in her own garden? The woods and rivers are full of friendly claws, and feathers and scales. I always know what I need to know.
I guess that's the best answer we can expect.
It is the best of all those I've tried, dearest dears.
The nightmare in the meeting house was by far the most powerful ghost I've ever faced. From where did it come?
Unforgiving wrath is a bottomless well for vengeful spirits. But in this case, I suspect an even more vile source involved.
What do you know of Deborah?
Not much. I have avoided the people of New Eden for decades. I do know she was tried for witchcraft.
Was she a witch? Was she one of yours?
Would it matter if she was? She was no witch. She was a woman, a victim of the basest of human fears.
We know the beast was linked to the nightmare. We're not so clear on how.
Through the beast, the nightmare inflicted its curse upon the settlers. The beast was its avatar. I'm sure it has others.
What are they, exactly?
They are manifestations of her power. They may also represent her only weakness. The nightmare's spirit was shattered by the violence that created it. Properly studied, the pieces may provide the key to lifting her curse.
Would a hedge witch have something interesting in her swamps for a banisher?
I always have, and I always will.
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to go.
How difficult it must be to follow this path. The greatest of the great mysteries elude us all. But have faith. For there to be peace, there must be an ending. The tuning key is on the table. In the void, it will protect you. Seeker waits at the pool to show you the way. Help yourself, and take all the help you need.
Witchery. Feels unnatural. Dangerous.
Banishing, of course, is famously safe.
Over here, Banishers. By the pool.
Ceridian gave us a tuning key. Now I know how you pull your little disappearing trick.
It's no trick. It's what we do to survive. Too many bastards out there want us dead.
So what we saw on the other side of the island, that was a void breach?
Yes. You'll be using them too. But not this one. Not yet. There's another one, a little ways off, in the back of a cave. Use that one for now. This one is special. It's the last and only way into New Eden town since the bridge burned down.
We could go back to New Eden right now?
Why would you want to do that? The nightmare is strong. She has New Eden by the proverbials. Loosen her grasp, and maybe, just maybe, you can walk through that breach and live.
All right. We get it.
You have your tuning key. Hold on to it for dear life.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Once through the breach, there's no turning back. Keep going and don't look back.
We found a cursed object.
An object? What object?
A chest. Locked and evidently cursed.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
We found it in the wilderness. We think maybe someone bound a spirit to it for protection.
Ah, I do believe you found a chest belonging to Fear God.
How do we get it open?
Why would you want to open it? That's demonology, and I'm not one for stepping in no demonology. Even if old Fear God wasn't the worst. But from what he told me, Fear God Waterbury, the man, not his ghost, kept a ritual of unbinding in his breviary.
Do you have this breviary?
No, but I know he can find it. He spent his last years in seclusion, deep in the dark woods. Go northeast from the hunters' camp. Keep to the east side of the trail until you can turn south. You should come to a clearing. He had a hut there. You forget things sometimes, so here. I'll write it down for you.
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Yes. I do so enjoy our little chats across the hem.
Let me get this right. We're looking for a breviary belonging to a demonologist that Seeker met after his death. All this in order to learn how to cleanse malignant spirits bound to cursed objects.
Remember Balthazar H. Frenhofer's teaching. Efficient, adaptive, versatile.
What do you want? More to the point, what do you need?
Seeker.
Milady.
Void walking. Can you tell me more about it?
I use it to leap from one breach to another, as Ceridian taught me. I don't dally, nor should you.
Why not?
The void is terra incognita. I suspect Ceridian knows, but isn't saying. Bad sign, that. Very bad sign.
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Sure.
Is this Seeker's Cave?
Only one way to find out. My God, where are we?
Remember what we were told. Follow the beacons. Move fast. No looking back.
This place looks barren. Lifeless.
This is the realm of the dead. This is the underworld.
Let's not linger. Did you hear that?
Yes, keep moving. There, our way out.
It's you. And there.
What is going on?
I know that voice from long ago. I banished its owner.
What does that mean?
It means we must leave, now.
The next beacon is dead. Something's wrong. Oh, what new abomination is this?
I'd say a sorrow used as a Cerberus. That's unheard of. Every bit killed makes it stronger. It's coming for you.
At last, won't you? From what hole did this horror crawl?
I don't know, but we need to go.
The hell was that? Ceridian's key was supposed to get us through unnoticed.
I don't know. Are you all right?
I'll do. But that nightmare over there, we know so little about it. That worries me. What about you?
Whatever the reason, that nightmare is here because of something these men and women did. New Eden reeks of their guilt. I died because of them. Curse these people. Curse them and their secrets and their sins.
sorry.
So am I.
Are those breaches really safe?
We were protected.
You heard the whispers, the despair, and that one voice. It called to you. Something knew you were there. It saw you. I thought... For a moment, I thought of them. Those poor butchered boys. I swear in the void I heard their screaming. Wains. Sent to die for their Sultan's pride. It was like I was back in the Balkans.
You're you, and you're here with me, right now.
Until we reached New Eden. This void. Is it hell? Is that what we saw? Is that what we've been sending all those ghosts we've banished? Or is it limbo? A timeless in-between filled with tortured souls?
When we banish a ghost, we destroy it. The teaching is clear.
What if the teaching is wrong?
I heard the voices. They worry me too. But the teaching can't be wrong.
We should have known where we were sending those poor souls. What if you end up there too?
All is well. As long as we stay together, all is well.
All right. You're right. All is well. I hope.
Seeker wasn't lying about the burned-down bridge.
Which way? North by the mountains or south through the lowlands?
Let's pick one and see where it takes us.
Oh, shelter with a damp and itchy straw bed. Just how I like it.
The new Smiths, Thickskin and Kate, have always been as fire and ice. But with Red and Antea gone, little remained to keep the sisters together. A chasm of grief and rage yawned between them. Their bridges burned, and the camp stared into the abyss.
Does the day find you well, Madam Doctor?
As well as it can, Mr. McWraith. And I have a banisher to thank for it.
You're welcome. Let's not make a habit of it.
My word before God on it.
Let us talk of something else. The world about us, for example.
I get the feeling you're about to try and sell me some nonsense or other, but all right. We can talk.
I should go.
I'll wish you luck, if you believe in it.
Good day, Nellie.
All the better for your presence, Mr. McRae.
So, what's the chatter?
Bad news travels faster than good. What would you like to know?
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Heaton.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McRae.
I'd like to see the Highlands again one day. These mountains aren't they bad, but they're no Ben Nevis.
Yours is a hill compared to Pico Torquino. My mountain is bigger than yours.
Aye, but my island is bigger than yours. Call it a draw, shall we? Well.
Trouble's about. They never learn, do they? Spectre heading for that corpse.
The mountains must be rich in ore. Looks a bit rickety.
It's built for a team. One man alone should be fine. Should be.
Budge.
A tangle of rope work blocks it up. can't climb, but I can get us up there. Almost there. Not a pleasant way to die.
There's a pleasant way to die, is there?
The lift should be freed now.
These beams look fragile. Will they hold?
Would you rather climb?
If it were up to me, I wouldn't be here to begin with. Can't he beat the snow? My sisters and I used to have snowball fights all the time. Of course, they always had to win. What about you?
I once went to Cambridge with my mentor, Nicolas Fatio de Didier, to visit his friend Isaac. Now, Mr. Newton is a great scientist, but he and Nicolas did drone on. Looking out the window, I saw white. I went into the courtyard. Snowflakes drifted slowly down. I'd like to say I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I danced in the snow in the courtyard at Cambridge University.
Stay put. Stay put. Did you hear that?
Yes. Nearby.
Away with you!
It's about to strike.
Harvester switched forward.
Physical to spectral. They do that.
You shouldn't... Bloody bots.
It's stronger now. Brace yourself. Move it!
You need bots that thing.
It's about to strike. It's up to no good.
A harvester. Wonder how many other species of scourge New Eden has in store.
Perish the thought. Corpses. We could manifest what hides here.
Something's nearby.
Where is it? You've done quite well. You'll make a passable banisher yet.
Had your doubts, did you?
Don't get cocky. There's always more to learn. Key thing about a scourge?
A scourge is made of many spectres merged.
Not always. A harvester, for example, is a scourge born of a single spectre. A scourge will always seek a new physical body, often made of different materials. Very poor. Perhaps you prefer an easier question? On the nature of a ghost, perhaps?
Ghosts of unfinished business. And apparently that includes asking questions.
You may not know much, but you have the cheek. I'll give you that. I hope it's enough.
Do you hear that?
Over here.
Oh, Vardy!
Did you see that?
Let's follow it.
Devil take!
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Have some of that!
We need to look for somewhere to crawl. Up there.
Oh, shelter with a damp and itchy straw bed. Just how I like it. Oh there! Wait!
Where are you? Oh, there.
Stay put.
Here you are. Good day. My name is Rebecca Hardgrave. How may I help you?
Are you the one who's attracting the wolves?
Wolves? What wolves? Who are you exactly?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Do you know what that means?
Banishers? That means... you can speak to the living on behalf of the dead.
That's part of it, yes. Why, do you have someone in mind?
Ferdinando Miller. My Fardy. Death parted us, but my love is strong. I came back for him. I love him so. But not once has he come to see me. I must know why.
How did you meet him?
'Twas market day. I'll never forget it. It was rich, exotic, an abundance of treasures from across the known world. I saw him through the crowd. Our eyes met. I didn't know it then, but I was meeting the love of my life. I could not admit it to myself, not at first, but I had to have him. And in the end, I did.
There's no delicate way to ask this, I'm afraid. How did you die?
We left civilization in New Eden Town for the cold desert of Fort Jericho. The path was steep and rough, and we were greatly burdened. It was hell, but we walked through it together. As we walked, I fell into a daze. I remember little after that. A pain that grew, a great, uncontrollable tremor. Fatigue, a deathly fatigue. Fardy was at my side as ever. He held my hand, bade me sleep. When I opened my eyes, I was here, alone.
New Eden's a big place. Where can we find him?
We were on our way to Fort Jericho. We were to open a store together. It was to be a new beginning for us both. Together. Yet he's there, alone.
If you know where he is, why not just go there?
I've tried. At first I was able to visit him in the quiet as he slept. I'd watch over him. But now, something hinders me. I cannot reach him. I must know that he is well.
We have to go now.
Find him, please.
Rebecca Hardgrave lies here.
In the middle of nowhere.
Not today.
I think we've hit a nerve.
Down, boy.
What are you thinking?
It's more of a feeling. Something's wrong.
Your senses are sharpening. She certainly didn't tell us everything. A peaceful place. In different times.
Before the nightmare's influence, you mean?
Let's reach the fort, and a fire, and warm you up.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible. Trouble ahead. Spectres are attacking the fort.
Leave no ground! Hold fire! That fellow's not dead!
Have some of this!
Fire!
Get back up! I feel like I'm bloody target practice.
Hold there! None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Name's Red McCraith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, Not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
Name's Andrew White. You seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate, folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
Bennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does. But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost. It looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say, opens doors.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in. All right. I can do that.
They have Spectre troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort, then deal with the missing.
How holds the fort?
How holds the fort? Precariously, that's how. Our strength dwindles, and we'll soon run out of powder. Priest took Williams and that other fella, and off they went, scavenging for supplies. They've not yet returned.
It's dangerous out there. The scavenger may easily become the carrion.
Right. I'll likely be back.
Find our friends, Banisher. Or put them to rest.
I'll try. As soon as I take care of the Spectre's nest, I'll go looking for the outpost.
Come on, you bastards.
Death knocks. At their gates. No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
The nest might be near. There's a trail to follow and more coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys. Stay down.
It's about to shoot.
Spectres. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere.
Glee! More fun!
Someone's giving me a challenge.
standing by.
Heads up!
That's it. That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
That should buy the fort a little time.
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Priest.
Stuck.
Looks like you're walking.
Looks like.
I wonder how many there are in the fort.
Fewer by the day, I'll wager. Still, better to be inside than out.
Did we miss a few? Is awash with spectres.
Did the foraging party really come this way?
That would explain why they haven't returned.
think I used to count my wolf kills on one hand.
I suppose we should follow.
Aye, he said survivor. Let's hurry.
This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way.
This is locked from the other side.
Have a bit of this. Reinforcements.
Hurry! She's being overrun! Come on!
My bolt is shot!
Behind you!
Dodge it if you can. Watch out. Spectre possession.
Have some of this!
Can I join in too?
You're done.
I'm fine. Stop fussing. A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
"7 years. Why come back now?"
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back. Now, when I need him most.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp. Matthews and Williams did not die in vain.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
You're well capable of fighting the living, 'tis clear. It was reckless to think you could take on the dead.
We have lost many of our comrades. We measured the risk. It was not reckless.
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising. They demand revenge.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners, sick and hungry, begging for help they knew would never come.
Captain Pennington has much blood on his hands.
Pennington can't have taken his decision lightly. It must have been hard on all involved.
Is it harder, to your mind, to send someone to their death than it is to do the dying?
We should get back to the fort. We will escort you.
I'm afraid I locked us in when I broke the latch.
If there's a way out, we'll find it.
Lock looks broken. I doubt that gate will ever open again.
I love doing that.
Impressive. You banishers are quite something.
That's all her. I'm just the help.
A banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
No sympathies.
This for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. White! Open the gates!
Priest! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
How often, Abigail, must we have
God
this
have
fight?
mercy on their souls.
How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well.
I hear a hoggish Harrod, a narrow neck, a selfish shrew.
Captain Pennington.
No time. No way. No hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. MacWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, MacWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer, take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful spectres.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red MacWraith. A banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home. John Rumble.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God.
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way, the Banisher. You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen, too. What do you hear hereabouts?
Little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the train band, which means nothing at all to me. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? You never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your experience, but I'm sure it's not for me.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I for yours. Take care.
No Ferdinando here.
A store? Ferdinando's? Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect. Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
Touch my money, and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A Banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a Banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a Banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
Ingersoll's store and the blacksmith. Noted.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McCraith, and pleased to meet you.
Oh, please, get the comb.
Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right? May I have a look?
You may, yes. Though I doubt there'd be much use to you. Unless you've got a knack for art. Mr. Miller mostly sold me paintings. You can't miss them, they're the only ones I have.
I must take my leave.
And may God go with you.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
Not our ghost eye, though. Let's try the forge.
Banisher?
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your visit. Do come again.
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
He wants a clean slate. Tabula rasa. We know where to go. The barrack room. I sensed the quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
There. If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers. They tell quite the story.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. But you may as well hear it from me. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's the result that interests you, not the method. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
son, are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fadi Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fadi. For everything.
Go in peace.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Banisters, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nobly get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Anthea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
Perhaps the meaning of our meeting is ours to define. Then time moves on.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick. He buried them all, and then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden Town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.